We live.
Yeah. That there and okay. If everyone's ready, I'll. Where's my notes? If everyone's ready, I'll find my notes.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Already?
Huh? What was that?
Hmm?
Oh, I thought you said something. But yeah. So I do want to do a little bit of a rewind before you all went to your rooms. Just not really a retcon, but like just this happens before, then what happened at the end the last time happens, then we can go. So,
Okay. I gave the cat back.
yeah. Night falls once more on the grassy field. Many captured Goombas return to their homes only to find them destroyed but repaired. As a light pink Goomba that is seen directing them towards a makeshift campsite that has recently been erected, made of chunks of roofing propped up against half-destroyed walls, and many sets of bedding strung up into to makeshift tents.
Oh, so the Goombas have made little homes for themselves?
Yeah, the Goombas and there's some of the various other peoples that you also rescued from the town, the city,
Yeah, from the city.
which is mostly toads. The three of you who return, weary from your escapades as Goombas, toads, and the other various refugees of Peach City, along with the survivors of Windmillville, praise your actions. Hearty meals are prepared for the three of you who, by some of the innkeepers whose businesses have been destroyed, while the Toad Guardsmen are gearing up some of the larger Goomba villagers with what they can find. Clubs, broken wooden beams sharpened into spears, pot lids, and wall fragments as armor, and whatever else they can find that can be used in a fight. The sun is finally set as as the broken town lights up with torches and large campfires, keeping those without a proper shelter warm under the starlight. Light celebrations and social gatherings fill the silence of the night as family is reunited and the shock of the past day wears off. Now, can I have everyone, this is still in the intro, make a perception check?
The game is paused. I don't think we can.
I will unpause.
Why do I always have the problem of opening up my chat thingy?
Right. Are you rolling again?
Perception check.
I can't see the rolls. How do I open the chat?
It's the chat is the chat bubbles on the left of the top right toolbar thing.
Chat bubbles?
Next to the sword.
There's a sword?
All the way on the top right, there might be an arrow, or hold up, on the right. Trying to look at your stream.
There is no right. There's nothing on the right. I think I've entered into like a thing.
Share your screen.
Wait, you can see my screen. If you're on my, that is all that is on my screen. It's right to the furthest it can be. I've done something.
click the tablet, like the under the ruler. No, back on the person, the icon under the ruler.
The icon under the
fourth
ruler.
one. Yeah.
This? Oh!
No.
I fixed it.
Yeah. I should probably uninstall that plugin, but yeah. So, 6, the 13, and a 20. Finn and Kuba, you do not see this, but Kaden, you actually see off in the far distance, standing barely outside of the torchlight, completely alone, you see a strange blue and yellow striped worm-like creature with an oversized top hat, just standing in the darkness, watching everyone.
It's not creepy at all!
Hey, does anybody see that over there?
If the Kaden points it out, the rest of you can see it.
Okay.
Yeah, or at least has to turn in the direction since he doesn't
I
have the
identify?
worm thing.
Worm thing? I presume Wiggler, but I don't know if I would know that.
It does not look like a wiggler. It's about the size of Finn and Kubai, but it's just a singular worm, yellow and blue stripes that you can barely make out, and a large top hat.
Weird.
Then we'll stare at it and say, "That worm's wearing a top hat. He is classy."
That's what you got from it. Why is he staring
would
at
it be
us?
would it be a nature roll or to identify? Or would it be common
Sure.
knowledge?
Give me. Hold up.
History?
Yeah, nature check with disadvantage.
Well, tits.
The 3, a 10, and Kaden, would you want to try or?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's slightly laggy for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Another 10. None of you have any idea what this thing is, but it is just standing there.
It was standing there menacingly!
It is very menacing.
Well, I'm gonna go turn in the cat. But I will notify a toad or two, like anybody or whoever looks like they're guarding shit,
Yeah.
and be like, "Yo, there'll be a worm over there. Keep your eye on it. If it does anything, let us know. I will go and handle it. But I should probably rest right now."
Yep. And Finn and Kaden, are you doing anything while Kubai does that?
Nope.
Okay. Kubai, as soon as you go talk to a guard before heading into the kitten's purr, and as soon as you turn around to point out where the worm, it's gone.
Oh, that's great.
If it is it something that is only the party can see, but no one else?
I mean, we wouldn't know that. Oh goodness.
Sluts,
The other
sluts,
two,
wastoids,
Finn and
dweebies,
Kaden, you
dickheads.
two just blink
They
it.
all adore him. They think
Oh.
he's a righteous dude.
That would
As
throw
if it
him
was
off.
never there.
Yeah, little bomb would just jump and just like, the heck was that?
A very athletic and classy worm, apparently.
How are you getting the fact that it's classy?
But of course, did you see that hat?
Was that literally the only thing that you got from that? The hat.
Do not underestimate the power of a good hat.
Because you're a good hat.
Well, I'll tell them to at least keep their eyes peeled for a yellow worm with blue stripes and a top hat. Even though that sounds weird, it might be a danger. I don't know what type of creature it is. I've never seen one before. And then I will go turn in the cat and whatnot and go to bed.
We shall carry on then. Finally, the three of you go to your beds in the kitten's purr, weary and ready for a well-deserved rest. After you're getting settled in, you hear a light knock on your door, and standing there, when you open it, it is Milky, holding a tray with the three mugs of freshly made hot chocolate on the house.
Aww.
Its soothing warmth fills your body as you drink it, and you get a wonderfully blissful night's sleep.
That's
Yay.
what he's wanting. He
In
wanted the
addition to
chocolate.
that,
So you hit the long rest button, right?
yes, the long rest button.
Oh.
In addition to that, you all gain. You all gain 5 temporary hit points from the hot chocolate.
Nice.
Aw.
In the morning, before the sun has fully broken the horizon, you all awake in a jolt as the ground beneath you begins to tremble. Loud clanging and rumbling pierces through the walls of the inn, and out your window you can see the mobile factory atop the cliff. To the north, stir to life as it shifts and transforms. Pistons churning,
Oh.
gears turning, and thick black smog erupting out of the smokestacks in the center. Massive bay doors open up, and gargantuan wheels slowly creep out as they lift the colossal structure off the ground, collapsing the stone wall built around it and exposing its true form of a fully metallic vehicle the size of a small city.
Oh, for heck's
Finally,
sake.
you see figures carrying crates towards the river below the factory. Also my place. Below the factory and chucking them in until they fall down the waterfall and float towards town. Before you can fully process the sight, a large explosion erupts atop the mountain to the northeast, sending ancient stone rubble flying up into the air and causing a second shockwave to come over the village, shaking the ground once more. And following the explosion, you hear a roar of anger that echo throughout the now polluted sky, only interrupted by a frantic knocking at your door.
Well, there goes the neighborhood.
Okay, I'm tearing off. I'm going down the hecking stairs.
As soon as you open the door, Goombario and Goombaria, both of them are in front of you. Just outside your door.
Run.
Let's actually move here a little bit. And good enough. You see both of them. Before you can actually push past them, Goombario screams, "Guys, we have trouble. There's a bunch of bob-bombs bursting out the boxes that are being thrown into the waterfall to the north."
Oh, for heck. Okay, let's go.
Not even associated with all that.
So you just start running down.
Yep. I'm going to where the trouble is.
Yep. Goombario and Goombaria follow you. You rush down the staircase, and you actually see that most of the cats are kind of huddled to one side of the inn. Milky soothing them as much as she can. They seem spooked by the rumbling and the explosion. You fly out the door and you do see many toad guards passing out the makeshift armaments that they were making last night to any Goomba or anyone that could help in this. And Gubario pipes up once more. We've armed who we could, and the toad guards from the city are helping, but we never fought living explosives before. They're just, as far as we know, they're just standing around the bridge to the east for now. Might have most 30 minutes. I don't remember what voice I gave him. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Welcome back.
And you can see to the east there's crates flowing down the river as they get caught on the bridge and out from inside them burst out bob-ombs that just crawl from the shallow edges of the river, and some even crawl over the dam of boxes on top of the bridge. They're just sitting on the bridge right now. And you can see more floating down the river, but they haven't moved quite yet. And it is a good distance away. You're seeing this like on the horizon. There's no map for
It's
this.
just there.
There's no map?
Why
Okay.
it has to be other bombs.
Can you repeat that?
Caden's just wondering, it's like, why does it has to be other bombs this time?
A fair question. Though no one actually seems to be paying you any mind. As
Good.
they do recognize you helped. You're probably not with them.
Yeah, and Caden's just bright pink.
Yeah. Yeah, Caden is bright pink. The rest of these, they're standard. They're completely black. Cast iron.
So just to reiterate, Big Factory up here has gone mobile. This got blown up, and there was an
explosion
there. All right.
There was an explosion there, sending some rubble flying, and there was a scream coming from there.
Right. And there are a bunch of bombs coming out of the river and on the bridge.
Yes. Correct.
Okay.
Okay. So, what do you do?
I'm going to actually turn to Finn and say, okay, my first instinct is hit him with Thunderwave and knock them all into the river, which might, keep them from blowing up.
The river they just came out of?
Well, I mean, they're in boxes. Like, they hadn't got wet yet.
You do notice that none of the bombs are going to the center of the river. If they're in the water, they're at the very shallow edges of it.
I mean, if their wicks get wet, they can't blow up, right? I mean, that makes sense, I guess, right? I'm gonna look at Kaden like,
Yeah?
So if I blow them all into the river, or just knock them all into the river, then they gonna get too wet to blow up, and then we have fewer chances of dying horribly, right?
That would be ideal.
Alrighty, then we don't have a map, so I mean I can't really aim myself at a pile of bombs, but
We'll actually be getting to that. I just want to make sure y'all like talk things through that you would want to first. But we'll get to that in a second on how it'll work. guess we can just go right into it. Okay, so what this will be a little different. It's something called a skill challenge. Instead of actual combat, what you're gonna do is how you have skills like athletics, the arcana, the sleight of hand. You can tell me which skill you would want to use and how you would want to use it. And you can do just like spells. Spells will also work. So like the Thunder Wave, that you say you want to cast Thunder Wave, I assume using your Blue Shell Koopa
Blue shell,
ability.
yeah.
That will be normally you would have to roll a skill check, but since Thunder Wave is a spell and it requires a saving throw, instead I will do the saving throw, and depending on whether they succeed or fail, will count as a success or failure for you. For the three of you, you need. I will say up front. You will need 3 successes to complete this skill challenge, and failures will do bad things. There's no limit to failures until it's clear that, yeah, you've been defeated. But yeah, you need 3 successes on whatever you would want to do. Okay. And just, that's how it'll work. Yep. And if you think...
for rolls, could I also, like, use guidance to enhance somebody's roll? Like, if we're rolling with Thunder Wave? Or...
Yes, I'll say yes, you can.
All right.
But I would like to have not necessarily an order in what things will happen. It's more just like you have 30 minutes to do whatever you would want to do here, and you have Goombaria, and the various Goomba and Toad guards, essentially, at your disposal. Can you think of, like, what you... How do I describe it? It's a more loose thing. It's not like the actual combat. You don't have to go charging in right now.
Okay.
You can prepare. You have time to prepare if you'd want to. That's what I mean. Yep.
In that case, I guess we better think of something. So, main idea we have so far is using Thunder Wave to push them all back into the river.
Yeah, I guess it's the only idea we got for right now.
Okay. Could, let's see. Would we also be able to use spells that would typically affect individual targets to kind of,
Yeah, the things that had effect, for the purposes of this, things that had affect individual targets will affect multiple with like a weird asterisk. It's more theater of the mind. Do cool stuff.
Okay, so with that in mind, if we use Thunder Wave, would the bombs be rolling anything, or would that just be
yes. Instead of Kubai rolling a skill check, I would roll a saving throw against their DC minus what guidance would. Guidance will subtract their saving throw instead of benefiting a check if you would want to use it like that.
All right. I think I will, since that would save me on using Bane.
Yep.
So I guess Finn will use guidance on Kubai.
Okay. And then Kubai will charge forward and do Thunder Wave. Yep, that will happen. That is set. Is there anything else you would want to, Caden would want to do before that happens? Because I'll say right now, if you charge in, it'll essentially get rid of your 30 minutes of prep time.
Kaden has no idea what to really go for, especially considering that's a lot of other bombs to.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
I mean, the only thing you'd
Since
really use prep time for is, like, I don't know, buffing? But I don't have any buff spells.
well,
Okay.
it doesn't have to be a spell. You could use, like, say I'll just give an example. Use your athletics to quickly build a barricade or two, something like that.
All right. Would Finn be able to help with that while maintaining concentration on guidance?
I'll say yes, since guidance is more of a assisting a little bit with someone else and isn't a full action. I'll say yes.
Okay. So what if Caden and Finn do athletics for helping with that barricade?
I'll say, well, yeah, you could get advantage if Caden would help you.
Sure, Kaden can help on that.
All right. I shall roll with advantage then. Oh, 18.
18. Perfect. So, would you like to describe how you build a barricade, or would you want me to?
Okay. I guess first he will basically boop Kubai on the head and say, "Abracadabra, go blast them!" And then he would just single-handedly pick up planks and crates and just shout at everybody, "Start stacking everything!" And then just start, basically throwing everything he can into making a barricade to try and, hold back the bombs.
Perfect. And as you shout that, the rest, a good number of them perk up and immediately start scurrying around for what scraps they can find. Anything that isn't actively being used to repair a house, they haul over, and there is a pretty sizable, from the 18, there is a sizable, almost a wall rather than a barricade, blocking off the path. This will be a success in defending the village.
Awesome. Nice.
Now, Kubai, you in lieu of prep time, and maybe more so, increasing prep time, you charge forward or down the road. Takes you a couple minutes to actually get there, as it is still a fair distance. But as soon as you get within, say, 100 feet, you do see all of the bombs that are their faces are almost lifeless. It's not like Kubai; they don't have any sort of it's not like Kaden; they don't have any sort of shine in their eyes. Their bodies are stiff. They're all in a perfect square on the bridge as they stare forward towards the town, unblinking, their eyes a solid white. And until you get it closer, and they begin to look at you, they don't, and that will be where the, just getting this out so I can have the stats, the saving throw comes in. And
It's Constitution.
yes. And Finn, would you roll a d4 for me? Finn?
He'd be right back. He said so in the general chat.
Okay, I'll roll a d4 then.
Okay.
Okay. You see them turn towards you, Kubai, as they don't react nearly fast enough. You charge forward. You small spikes erupt out of your shell as you duck into it and start spinning like a bowling ball, charging towards bowling pins. You crash into all of them. A small explosion erupting out and sending every single bomb that is currently on the bridge into the center of the river, and they just sink all the way to the bottom. None of them reach the shoreline, but there are still more crates flowing down. And
And he back.
Yeah.
and from your position on the bridge, give me a perception check.
Perception check.
Do. Perception?
Yeah, perception. Yes.
It's
8. That is not enough. You just see from your vantage point more crates
Would a
float.
1d4 still help with that, or is that like too high a DC?
I'll be a bit more transparent. I already rolled the d4 to subtract from the saving throw, but I'll be honest, it didn't need it. It failed without it, so yeah, I'll allow it. Roll a d4 and add it to Kubai's perception instead. You okay?
okay. Nice.
Yeah. That will total to a 12, which is just enough. Kubai, you see on the other side of the bridge, heading towards the cannon you recently liberated yesterday. From behind a nearby bush, you see a green Koopa Troopa's butt sticking out and shaking.
Huh?
Clearly nervous.
I'll be like, "Hey you! What you doing?"
Yeah, you hear that noise come from behind the bush as a Koopa Troop, a green Koopa Trooper, wearing the colors of the Koopa Troop, jumps up from behind the bush, panics, and you see some sort of strange remote fly from his hands that he does catch, and when he lands, he stares at you, terrified, looking as if you don't act immediately, he's gonna bolt.
One second here. I'm gonna say, if you don't give me what you got right now, I'm gonna blast you into the next freaking millennium.
Give me an intimidation check.
Ah, for fuck's sake!
11.
So you still got guidance.
Oh yeah, guidance lasts for a minute.
Yeah.
Or it's not one and done. Yeah, I'll allow it. 15. Yep. He screams once more, throws his hands in the air as the remote flies up, and he just bolts away. Just as he runs north, just into the tree line.
I'm gonna go get the
gonna
remote once
imagine
it's
the back,
free to do.
I'm just imagining the back of the wall, Finn doesn't know why, but for some reason he starts grinning stupidly.
Yeah. As of all y'all really saw was Kubai charge forward, and then a bit later, a blue explosion as bombs fly into the air and into the river.
Oh
And
my
then you
God.
see Kubai yell at someone, and that's it. But Kubai, yes, you pick up the remote. It's a simple kind of gray rectangle, not much detailed, with an antenna, and on top of the antenna is currently a ball that is glowing yellow, and there are two buttons on the remote. One with an arrow pointing upwards, and another with some sort of explosion symbol.
Hmm. We've got bombs potentially. Like, I don't know whether it's true or not, but theoretically speaking, we got bombs. They in the river. If I press the boom button, they all go boom in the river. But at the same time, they are living beings, and even if they were a little glassy-eyed, and they may not actually be fully in control of their actions, and making them go boom is just kind of fucking mean.
With
Well,
Kubai taking a little time to debate this, I just rolled to see if this will happen. Some of the crates that have recently that are still flowing down the river, some of them have reached the pile of crates at the bridge, and more bombs have burst out. But they do see you holding the remote, and they simply walk onto the bridge and start reforming the formation that you just destroyed.
Ah. If I was playing a cleric, I'd ask my god for advice. But since I'm playing a patron, or I've got a patron, is there a way I can, like, I don't know, ask for a hint from my patron?
could use insight.
I'll allow
Insight makes sense. Because I want to know what the up means. If the up means releasing them from control so they can make their own goddamn decisions and I can tell them to go fuck off.
What skills are there? Yeah, to figure that out on your own, I would say, yeah, insight makes sense. Or just maybe a flat intelligence. But yeah, either insight or a flat intelligence. And something I will clarify: the whole asking your god or patron thing for guidance is specifically a class ability. So after that, at one time, I probably won't be allowing it to an extent.
Okay.
Just you're in the field and you pray. Maybe if you're like at some sort of like a church or something that dedicated to your patron or the god you worship, maybe I'll allow it then. But until you actually get the abilities to commune, the communability, that I won't be letting it happen.
That's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, I'll allow it. But to figure out what the up arrow means, yeah, intelligence.
Does Kubai still have guidance at this point?
Yes, I'll allow it for this one, but this will be the last one. 4. Another 15. You've rolled a 4 every single time. Nice.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. And you help Kubai succeed every single time, as you even get hit you figured that at the explosion makes the ones tied, the bombs tied to this remote explode, and judging from that, you would assume that the up arrow is the button that sends the signal for them to charge.
Pre-programmed to go in a certain direction. I don't want to blow up the bridge, but I mean, what would the harm of blowing up the bridge be?
Also, with a 15, you would also assume that they won't charge until you press that button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, would they just... Theoretically, then, they would just ignore everybody. They'd just continue standing there, period. As long as I never press the button.
Of what you know, you would assume so.
Okay. I'm gonna go back and see if they start following or not. Like, I'm just gonna walk backwards, keeping my eye on them to see if they follow the remote or if they'll just keep standing there.
They do nothing. They
Okay.
are standing there. They're not even looking at you anymore after noticing you're the one with the remote.
Okay, then I'm going to quickly run over to... I mean, they did notice me and look at me. They didn't actually charge because I charged them. I need to ask Caden about this because I don't know how they could be brainwashed and not be just, you know, normal thinky type people. Because they bomb bombs and they're people. So I'm gonna go ask Caden if he even has a clue as to what's going on here.
Nope.
Well,
I'll explain the usage of the remote and ask if anybody has a clue, like maybe from history, like brainwashed bombs that don't do anything.
Unless they're like freshly factory made. Or pulled for the factory.
So these are baby bombs that they're sending out?
I don't know.
Oh no!
Yes.
It is no surprise the Koopa Kingdom is well known for many of its egregious war crimes.
I mean, that's fair.
Hayden,
No,
if
I
you
mean,
would...
seriously, there's actually a weekly contest just to see how many they can, have boxes they can check off.
I
It's rather
noticed that.
morbid.
You went a little robot there. Can you repeat that?
Oh. Finn basically said, no, seriously, there's actually a weekly contest to see how many boxes they can check off. It's kind of morbid, actually.
You're telling me.
That is now canon.
Why do you think I left? Well, that's maybe reason number 11 that I left.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
I need to take a quick break, but I will be right back.
Okay.
Get those too. There's so many.
Oh yeah.
While that happens,
Love you, Monodam.
Caden, if you would want to, if you would, it is up to you if you would want to roll a history check with advantage as you are a bomb to see if Caden knows anything about how bombs are controlled, how they're made, or anything pertaining to this. You can,
my bit rate really
or you
dropped
could
there.
just decide Caden
Lusty
doesn't know this.
sprouts.
Here we go. 16.
16. Okay.
The wood burner,
I
that's
will
right, the wood burner.
Say what you know from that once Denbai returns.
He's got a very good sense of empathy and a great
also,
feel for social
Baldur's Gate 3
relationships.
basically made me really
Rarely develops
appreciate
negative
the
feelings
guidance
toward
spell.
things.
Oh,
Rarely
yeah.
jealous.
It is
He
very
easily
useful.
develops positive
Oh, yeah.
sentiments, which is something that
Yeah,
Dobar
that's
had that I like.
Yep. Though it's still a spell, which means you still have to cast it. So like in roleplay things, if you're like talking to guards
Got 'em.
trying to lie to people, they would see you cast a spell. I'm probably not going to do that because I won't remember, but and also it's fine. But like, yeah, they'd see you cast a spell and then say something. You'd be suspicious.
Eh,
Be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Unless you've just used it to,
Did you get rid of the
give yourself an
merry-go-round?
engine of
Oh,
deception
you did it. It's over
check
here.
and tell them
Thinking circle.
it's not
Thinking
suspicious.
circle.
It's not suspicious. It's not suspicious.
It's just so good. It's just so good.
Look at this.
Yeah, that would
Look
work.
At the brain. Look at the brain.
Jedi mind trick them.
Why
I'm
is
glad
it
the
Gosh.
thinking circle's actually right next
Yeah,
to the
This
that
brain.
is not
works.
the bomb you were looking for.
This is not the stuff you were looking
Oh,
for.
the copper is coming through.
Look at this. It's so cool. Why would I want to be immune to thinking? My character. Just a little
So,
too mortal for my
I'll just go
liking.
back and recount what happened a little bit. So you did the athletics check. You succeeded on that. The thunder wave was a success. There was a bunch of other skill rolls.
That don't look.
Those are kind of like minor or follow-ups and didn't really have as big of an impact.
Okay. Sorry about that.
And plus, Caden didn't necessarily do anything. So yeah, I'll count this intelligence check as the third roll for pertaining to the skill challenge
Uh-huh.
because one, the others were kind of less effects. The other ones from Kubai after the thunder wave were less effects, lesser weighted effects. I keep saying the same thing. Anyway, the intelligence check is a success, meaning there are 3 successes to the skill challenge. As Caden, you know, freshly made bombs have almost no personality or free will to speak of until some time has passed, unless they are specifically created with a personality. So these bombs were likely made within the past few days, as from Kubai's description, they are completely blank in any sort of anything. And normally it would take a base bomb roughly 3 months to start getting a personality. And pertaining to the control, due to bombs not having a personality until 3 months, the base versions, they do not move unless expressly told to by the person with the controller that they are tied to.
In other words, this just became Bomb Daycare.
Well, yeah,
Yes.
but also they could help defend the town theoretically. I
Yeah.
mean, just having them here would be enough of a threat. We wouldn't have to actually hurt them or anything. But I could go and get them, and we could have them stand around town, and people could take care of them, and then they would have baby bombs who could help out the town.
Mhm.
I will add, Caden, you also they until they get in their personalities, they only listen to the person holding the remote, the controller.
So Caden's just gonna look, kind of just, I guess, tilt himself forward, kind of nod his body towards Ramones. He's gonna point out the fact that's like they're going to just listen to you as long as you have that.
Okay, well, let's go get him. Shouldn't have him standing out in the cold anyway.
You know, out of character, I'm just laughing. And Caden is like, but they're probably just literally factory made.
They're babies. I mean, don't baby Koopas, you know, want someone to help them into the water until they get old enough to get the fuck out and kick the shit out of people. Come on now.
They don't know what they want. They're
babies. Let's go get them. I'm gonna go get the babies and bring them all back.
They're like, nah.
I guess Kate at this point, Kate's just gonna roll, just
Just sit down and roll.
just toddle after.
So I give this heavy sigh. The great and mighty Finn is not yet ready for the responsibility of parenthood. He'd reluctantly go after them to help.
You heard that? He's like, what do you think? I'm still.
The three of you who walk up to walk back over to the bombs. The Toads and Goombas now manning the now wall, kind of watching you go after going first.
I presume that Goombario were there overhearing all this.
They were beside you when you were talking. Yes.
Okay.
You can tell them to explain the situation to everyone else so they aren't confused. As the three of you walk up, and they do the crates have currently stopped coming, and there's now another battalion, you could say, of around 20 bombs on the bridge, and half of them look over to Caden, and the other half look over to Finn before realizing Kubai has the remote, and they are with Kubai, so therefore they are with the remote. Kubai, what do you say?
Sorry, vaguely tongue-tied. Come this way. You're gonna help protect the village. It was so convincing to myself.
All the bombs in complete unison move closer to you off the bridge, and if you don't move, they stop just before you.
Okay, well, I'm going to lead them with the remote, like holding the remote above my head, and be like, let's go.
They all
and march.
They all
the village.
It's like a parade that all march in complete unison. As you head to the village with a small army of bombs.
I'm gonna deploy them outside just in case. I don't know. Should we leave him outside or bring him inside? I'm gonna if Goombario is around, I'm gonna ask him where he wants the bombs.
Your wording initially was help protect the village.
Yes.
So, as you near closer, the bombs synchronously spread out into a very wide singular line, about 5 feet in between each bomb, and they curve the line around the nearest few buildings, centering it on the path, and in front of the newly built wall, as they all stand guard and over the path into the village. and they are staying there. They're no longer following you.
Okay.
Rejoice, villagers! You gained 2 gifts today. Not only do you gain the great and mighty wall of Finn, also get your own Babam army.
Gumbario, who pipes up, oh, are they gonna blow up?
Not unless you press the button on the remote here, which I recommend you don't do. In fact, you know what?
Can we take that button off the remote? Is that a thing?
Yes.
I mean, I wouldn't wanna risk that, but maybe we can break the antenna off. That way, it can't be pressed.
That might be unwise. It could also be what, makes the Babams recognize the remote.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
the other way is charged, so I mean, not that I really want to use the little baby bombs as cannon fodder, but since they're all facing away from the village, they'll charge away from the village if something comes near if you press that button. Which means they would all charge towards whatever the bad guy is. But I think they kind of want to protect the village right now, because I told them that's what they should do.
Huh. Okay. Well, are you gonna hold on to the remote, or should someone at the village keep it for now?
Okay. I'm not sure if this is exactly how it works, but I'm gonna go out in front of the little bombs, and I'll hold up the remote and say, okay, me and the pink bomb and the magic Koopa in a cloak over there, we're all friends of the village. We are good guys for the village. I'm gonna give this to Goombario here, and I'll hand the remote to Goombario and hope they don't attack me. Or no, I won't hand it to him yet. I'm like, this is Goombario. He will help you defend the village, and then I will give the remote to Goombario and hope they don't blow up on top of me.
There is absolutely no response.
Excellent. At the very least, they didn't blow up on me. I'm like, thumbs up. I'm pretty sure it's okay. And I'm gonna fucking leave. Because we need to go deal with whatever screamed out there.
So, okay. So, Goombario does take the remote. He goes off to in front of a singular Baba and starts testing out various commands, like step to the left, make a circle, just testing out what exactly he can control off in the side. The villagers, now seeing that the threat is gone, begin dismantling the makeshift wall as
No, leave it. Leave the wall. We have no idea what the hell that factory with wheels is gonna do, or what's going on at the other place. Leave it. This is a good wall.
One of the toads does chime up, but this was the materials we were using to fix houses.
I recommend the wall, at least maybe until tonight, if that's okay. Like, at least let us find out what's going on.
That makes sense. We'll keep the wall up for now. Yeah, and the toad starts telling people to put stuff back on the wall that they already took off. You see, there's like a stop sign sticking out of it that wasn't there before. And
look at one little guilty little Goomba being like,
yeah. A small Goomba that was carrying away the stop sign just crawls on top. This stabs it into a crate or something, and faces it towards the outside of the village. As the rest of them climb off the wall, content with, yeah, this is a better use of the materials for now.
Well, that was an interesting way to wake up. You all good with your praying and stuff? I say to Finn, because I mean, I just need to take a nap and we good to go, but I know clerics are something different.
Haha! The great and mighty Finn has no need to rest further. For the sweet taste of victory only motivates me to go faster now.
Huzzah! So, with that, the three of you who continue on?
Yeah.
Yes? Perfect.
I think we should go where the explosion and screaming was, at the very least, because that sounded like someone in trouble, as opposed to dealing with... But maybe we should...
It didn't sound like distress. It clearly sounded like anger and fury.
Oh, okay.
Like someone was pissed at what you just did, or not what you just did, at whatever happened. No, from what you've been dealing with, the fact that you know that that Bowser's forces have taken over this fort, you judge someone's very angry that you've been meddling with things.
Haha, good. Here's our victory. Score 1 for Finn.
And while the bomb crates have been have stopped being thrown into the river, the black smog coming out of the factory is still going.
This one's the factory, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that reminds me. Finn is going to recommend that maybe the villagers get all the crates out of the river, and maybe, they could potentially repurpose a lot of that wood.
That's a good idea.
They joyously agree with that idea, as a number of citizens to begin walking over with what is clearly a recently repaired wagon, with one of the wheels instead being a large, oversized pot lid. As it kind of bounces down the road, you actually walking with them a little bit, having set out on your next adventure, they stop by the bridge and begin taking the crates out of the river and unclogging the bridge, along with getting extra wood.
So, I believe we're taking a short rest so that Kubai can recuperate.
No, I can't get my shell. I can't get my blue shell back until a long rest.
Oh, long rest.
Yeah, because it's a once a day make things go backwards thing.
Yeah.
So should I guess the only real way to go is to go up the bridges, which means we're gonna have to go by the mini fortress anyway. How long a march is that gonna be?
Well, every few squares is around 30 minutes, roughly. So it'll take like an hour and a half to get above the first bridge. Which the first bridge is where that mine for stone was.
Yep.
So it'll to get there, it'll take about an hour and a half of walking. It's not like strenuous or anything, so you technically can take a short rest if there would be any benefit to it. I would say you can do that. But yeah, it's an hour and a half of walking, and that mini fortress you never paid attention to it, but this map is from a top-down perspective, so it doesn't really do depth or like things being over other things. That's not on the ground. That is an island floating in the sky.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess it
Yeah,
wasn't part of the previous map, like when we were over there.
Yeah, because it's a good distance away from it.
So
Like,
the only way we could technically reach it is if we were somehow able to use that cannon there.
You would presume so, yes. Or if you could just fly.
Let's see. How much did we figure out about using that cannon?
I don't remember. I just remember there was some sort of fucking riddle on it where we needed, like, silver something or other to make it work.
We figured it wasn't like a silver star.
Yeah, Silver Star.
Yep.
And
We asked Goombario about silver stars, and he mentioned, or he's the one who told us that the riddle was about a silver star. We didn't know where to get one from, and nobody had heard of one.
You do. He did also mention, just because this was last session, I'll remind y'all that ancient shroomish technology is powered by silver stars, and all the cannons and even some contraptions around are ancient shroomish technology.
So, could we get one out of a windmill or something? Take the batteries out of one thing and put them in another?
Perhaps if you could find something that is currently powered by a silver star.
Okay, is there anything we could roll for investigating that, or
Give me a look at the skills again. History, nature, or religion.
Finn is going to use guidance on himself just before he does this.
I think I might just check for himself.
Oh, nice.
That'll be a 17 and a 15. So, Kuba, you don't necessarily know where specifically one could be in this area. Caden, you know that at there's an ancient shroomish fort over there. You can see like the tips of cannons on the cliff edge looming above the walls. You would assume they have some there, if they're even powered at all. The mobile fortress is new. It's probably not powered by one. The fortress in the sky on the floating island is very much the stone there is from is ancient stone. It's an ancient make.
So we might be able to find some up here in the northeast, you were saying?
Perhaps.
Alright. Well,
And
then,
what, Finn? With a 17, you do know that sometimes creatures can also be powered by silver stars. Not necessarily something like a construct that it gives it life, but more like a super mushroom would, and it boosts their size and gives them much greater power than they would normally have. So you could find it in possibly a creature around here.
okay. What do we want to do? Do we want to look around for a creature and see if we can find a silver star, or do we just want to head to that fortress up there?
I say we head to the fortress. We may as well. We might be able to catch someone there if we heard some yelling from there. Angry or not. Plus, there's cannons there, and we can also make sure that they can't use those cannons for any purposes other than, you know.
Yeah.
And also, just for slight map metagaming, the cannon in the mobile fortress is not there. I made this map before I wanted to have the mobile fortress there, so like it's not exactly accurate. So just ignore the one top left. Sorry about that.
Not a problem. Okay, so that's one vote to go up to the fortress. Caden, what were you voting?
I guess you go up there and go handle whoever is trying to blow up the place.
Alright, guess we're going up to the fortress then.
Let's go!
Excuse me. Excuse me. A bit burpy. So, you travel for a few hours. Not long. It's still very much the morning when you. By the time you actually reach any place, you move up the bridge that you have recently liberated some Goombas from a stone mine, and you pass a large open field. In the south half of it, of which is a massive crater. And above the crater is a large shadow casting over most of the field as the Sky Island hovers silently above it.
I'm gonna see if there's some sort of device that might just out of curiosity. I mean, it's an open field, it's a crater. I'm just gonna take a look and see if there's like a device or I don't know, launch pad or something that might allow someone to get up to the floating island. It's just around.
Give me a perception check.
Guidance. One time.
But you had to stop rolling fours at some point, I think.
Eventually.
You don't find any sort of launch pad or anything to get it up there, as the crater is just solid stone. The red stone that you see in from the cliffs and the bare earth gets more gray the deeper into the crater it goes. But with a 15, you do see on the other side of the crater, half buried in some of the looser stone, you see another somewhat familiar red glint.
Red coin?
Ah!
Possibly.
I'm gonna go get the red coin. / I'm gonna get attacked by something that is red.
The cliffside is fairly steep. It's not steep enough to where you necessarily hurt yourself if you fall.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go round. I'm gonna go round. I wouldn't go into a who knows how slippery cliff situation.
Yeah, it still is a cliff. But the coin is like halfway down the wall, so I'll need an athletics check.
Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake!
That's a 9 total. So, you prepare yourself. You crouch to the ground. You turn around so you're facing the cliff. You take a step down. Everything's good. You take another step down. Less good. You wobble a little bit. Third step, and a rock gives out from your foot, and you slide down. You don't fall. You just slide down a kind of craggy cliff face. you get a couple scratches, but not anything to really like superficially hurt, as you are now at the bottom of the crater in the center, surrounded by very slightly grayed orange stone. Above you is the is the floating island, almost entirely blocking out the view of the sky, except for a small slit from your perspective of blue in between the edge of the crater walls and what's blocked out.
Oh, it's like there's like a ring.
island.
There's like a ring round it so that I can see. I can see a little bit of sky around it.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, wait, there's a slit right above me? Can I shoot something up there?
No, it's just like
Okay.
you
well,
can't really see the sky.
I guess, is it athletics to climb the fuck out of here?
It would be another athletics check, yes.
God damn it!
I think Finn will try and. Oh, never mind.
18. Angry and frustrated at falling down, you slap yourself awake, getting rid of that last little bit of sleep that held on, and you grab into the stone, almost digging your fingers in as you pull yourself up, passing by the red coin. The red glow, you reach up and pop it out fairly easily. It's another red coin.
Yay!
And
Not a
you
red
continue-
enemy! Got it!
And you continue climbing out. You're covered in dust and dirt, and a couple loose stones get caught on your clothing and the ridges of your shell. But for the most part, you climb out, you're unscathed, and with a little bit of treasure.
Yeah!
Excellent. Certified 100% awesome.
I'll add it to my inventory.
Yeah. Okay. The road. You get back on the road as it leads a little north. At this point, it's less of a road and more of just a fairly walked path. Some of the grass is flattened. It's not really cleared or anything, but still noticeably different in the tall grass throughout the rest of the field. And as you get it around here at the base of the small mountain, you find yourself at the stone of the mountain turning a pure white as a what's the word? A kind of canyon forms in between two smaller cliff faces. In the middle of the canyon, from a distance, you see what seems to be a gatehouse blocking off this path, but this path towards that will lead straight to the fort. But the path you're on would lead you to the bridge up ahead. And in front of said gate, you find a massive, much larger than you've ever seen chain chomp.
Oh, snap.
I do not own any token with vision in this scene.
Same.
Boop.
Oh, there we
No.
go.
I can see!
I forgot to disable token vision. As you see that. Oh, ignore that. Ignore that.
I just see a giant chain chomp.
In front of you stands a crater strewn small clearing leading up to a gatehouse, on top of which of a small tower you can see a sort of catapult facing outwards, and the chain chomp is just barking away. It looks very happy to just exist. It's barking away. It's circling around a small post that it is chained to from its behind.
Ah, clearly there's a homeowners association in the area. They're actually keeping their animals.
Bork, bork. Hi, Carnot. Bork.
As of this moment, nothing has happened. You are simply. This is just simply what you see. You're still technically off map a little bit, but like not off map. So yeah. So what?
Do we see this up here?
Yes. You don't see the people though.
But we do see the catapult.
Yes. From like angles. Yeah.
This has the makings of what the great and mighty Finn would call a death trap.
Yeah. Didn't you say something about really big beings maybe having a silver star inside them?
The great and mighty Finn regrets bringing that up.
I mean, as far as we can tell, there's nobody at the catapult, right? From where we can see right now.
As far as you can tell, yeah.
Okay.
The wall goes up a little. You can see like the top of the catapult peeking over the, what's it called? The crenellations? No, the things that like poke up. Yeah, those things. But you don't see any.
But I don't see any Koopas up there.
You do not.
Okay.
They're just ignore that them being there for now.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
All right.
Okay.
So, the great and mighty Finn is not getting his hand bitten off in the name of animal friendship.
Well, speaking of friendship, how smart are those critters? Are they smart enough you can have a conversation with the chain chomp? You think?
Give me a nature check.
Nature check, you said?
Yes, nature. That is a 17 and a 16. Both of you, and a 12. Yeah, even Caden would know this. Chain chomps are about as smart as dogs. They are not smart. They're very relative to like a Koopa or a sentient Bob-omb. They are very dumb. They only speak in bark bark.
I mean, that's fair.
Word exclusively.
Just means I can't use friends on them.
Correct.
Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
They are considered a beast.
Would command work on them? Oh, fun. Doesn't understand language, or yeah.
Yeah, they don't understand language.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's actually like command animals or some shit like that too, right?
There's make friends with animals.
Yeah.
There's animal friendship. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
And speak with animals. But yeah.
We don't have that. I still want to set it free because I think either that would be A, hilarious, or B, let's set the animal free because it shouldn't be chained up, even if it'll kill us.
Okay.
Which is just a notion. It's just an invasive thought, but I really kind of don't like seeing things being chained up, even if they are violent.
Who has the best animal handling modifier?
Probably not me. I don't think, because you'd have the best wisdom. And handling is wisdom check. Talking
So
is my strong suit.
So I have a +3 modifier to that. I'm assuming you two don't.
+1.
It's
Despite the fact
0
that
because my wisdom is 10.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
despite the fact that Caden has a pet mouse. It doesn't do much.
Oh yeah, you do have that.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, well, if we're looking to get on this thing's good side, maybe the
Well,
best thing we can...
what did Chain Chomps eat?
I was about to say that we could offer it some rations and see if it goes
From
for that.
your nature checks, I'll just take these. Finn and Kubai, you know this. Caden, you're not sure. Chain Chomps, eat.
What?
They just eat. They like all food.
They eat everything. If they can get their mouth on it, it's going in it.
Okay. In that case, I guess his idea is basically take some rations, see if he can get close without being close enough for that thing to lunge at him, and see if he can tempt it with some rations.
So you're gonna try.
Well, if it eats,
try and get...
if it eats anything, like if we go, like if you go, I don't know, over here, and throw some rations like where the 1 is, maybe, and then like we could run up and like try and break the pole, or we could just try and break the pole and see what happens.
Don't move yet, because as Finn, I'll allow you to make a animal handling check to get its attention. Caden and Kubai,
Gonna use guidance again.
are you trying to throw the food over her to the 1 right now, or not yet?
Not yet. No, I was just saying, like, is this a plot? Like, should we be trying to get it to go in one direction so we can maybe set it free in another direction, or maybe we can like throw the food through the gates and let it loose, let it break through the gate to get the food.
You're just planning, yeah. And I will say, the gate you can see through the gate is just bars.
So we would be able to throw food through the gate.
Yeah, it'll get like splattered against the bars and like but it'll go through them. Yeah, animal handling, that's a 9. You get the huge change ump's attention at holding out food. I assume you're still you where you are. Okay.
Yeah.
So you, as soon as you get its attention, it immediately lunges at you. All you hear is the straining of metal and wood, and the clanging of its teeth chomping the air as it is barely held back. Your your vision just goes pure white as it is only teeth.
Okay. I got an idea. Okay, I'm gonna take rations. I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna like mush them on my arrow, on an arrow or a bolt. Sorry, I guess I'm using a heavy crossbow. So put it on a bolt. Or like, see, food, yes. And then I'm gonna shoot through the gate.
Okay, give me an animal handling check, Kubai,
Guidance.
and everyone give me stealth check.
Okay. Oh no.
What is animal hand? Oh, there it is, animal handling.
Well.
So there's animal handling.
17.
Caden is a now
And there's my stealth check.
11. I'll have, for the purposes of group stealth, I'm gonna count the natural 1 as 2 failures, which means, well, well, even if it was still only one failure, that um. So first, the chain shop sees the food go on the bolt, sees the bolt fly through through the bars of the gate. It, it immediately loses interest in whatever Finn is holding, and it charges at the gate, banging into it, but it doesn't break the gate yet. It noticeably bends as it actually looked like the chain shop knew what it was doing and slowed down before it hit the gate, and it just sits there staring at the food on the bolt just beyond the gate and starts whimpering a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Due to this noise and the fact that there were multiple failures in stealth checks, you see a Koopa head pop up from behind the crenellations. I think it's crenellations. I don't remember the word. The part of the wall, and yell at you. What? Who are you? Get load the catapult. As everyone, please roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
No. No, it's on here somewhere.
There's no combat encounter. Oh, there we are.
Oh, someone found it. Where is it?
It's the sword.
It's in the attributes page.
Attributes?
Yeah, top right, initiative.
Oh, there it is. Found it. Found it. Found it. Let's go. What?
And
Why do I have a .14?
that's your dex. You have a 14. It's an initiative tiebreaker. Whenever
Oh,
people roll
okay.
initiative, you just go whoever's dex is higher.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I roll a .14. Sorry.
Yeah. That's you rolled a 15 and your dex is 14.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Kaden, go on your character
It
sheet.
didn't. Yeah, but it didn't. I did.
Upper right corner.
Yeah,
On the
I didn't.
proficient.
I don't think I added the encounter fast enough for you to. There you go.
Yeah, I rolled it the first time, but then I had the thing like Rissa said. It did not encounter.
Nice.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. So we begin with a loud clang as the chain shot rams into the gate, bending its bars, though it clearly held back. The Koopa, the the Koopa, which you don't know what color its shell is at the moment, peeks his head up, yells at you, and commands the other Koopas that you assume to be behind it, yells at something behind it, to ready the catapult. As Caden, you spring into action first. What do you do?
Uh. Eh. Let's see. Shit. Crap.
Caden curses.
Yeah, that too. Where is my nonsense? You know what? How far are these peoples?
From you,
Yeah.
55 feet.
Okay. So you know what?
The closest one. The one that
Okay.
yelled.
Okay. So, but I wanna attack.
I mean, you could break the chain shop free.
Uh,
Chaos. Chaos.
Chaos.
that actually. At the same time, he'd probably look at the group as like, I can either attack or what should we
It's whatever.
do?
Set
It's
it
whatever
free.
you
It wants to get through the gate.
invite. Invite. Yep. It's whatever Caden wants to do.
That's true. That's true.
It is their turn. Yeah.
No, he's actually he's openly
Oh,
asking.
okay.
So,
Okay. Never mind then. Yeah.
yeah, he is openly asking. He's like, what do I do?
Sorry.
Yeah.
My,
So
my opinion is set the chain jump free so it breaks down the gate. I don't know whether it will or not, but I believe that it will.
do you think I want to get that close to? Oh,
Well, you could just like, do you have any, I don't know, fiery types? You stab things, don't you?
you just now realize.
I don't know. You're cool. I mean, you could run over and blow up his little stump.
I could actually.
Might as well get a try.
Does it stun you afterwards?
Yes, a little bit.
Okay, then that's way too dangerous.
I mean,
Well, Finn could run in and grab him afterwards.
Okay.
okay. He'll just
Or
groan a little bit and then just makes a run for it.
Yeah.
Remember, it so once per long rest, as an action,
Yeah.
you may light your wick and charge up a fiery explosion. In
Okay.
any subsequent turn, you may release the explosion as a free action in a 5-foot radius centered on you, dealing 3d6 fire damage to every creature within the explosion radius. Yada yada yada. So you don't get stunned the second turn. It's the first turn you light, then the second turn you explode.
Okay.
Just so you understand it.
Alright, so
Okay.
maybe I don't want to be near there just yet.
So, but then I think wasn't it he can light it, but couldn't he hold the explosion?
Yeah. Every turn you don't explode, and you keep the concentration, and because you also concentrate it as if you're concentrating on a spell, the damage increases by 1d6 every turn. Not
Ooh.
counting the first turn that you have to wait.
Okay.
Alright. Well, maybe for now we could at least take cover from the catapult before it starts shooting.
Yeah. So Caden's just going to go ahead and light the wick. As his turn.
Okay. That is Caden's turn. I forgot to begin combat. Next is Kubai. Caden, the wick on top of Caden's head begins to spark.
Okay, I'm going to get another ration on a bolt ready. And I don't know how readied actions work in 5th ed.
You specify what you would want to do, and then whenever the trigger happens, you use your reaction to then do it whenever that happens. But you essentially give up your turn to do that.
Yeah, that's my plan. So, I'm going to prepare another ration on a stick, and if that chain chomp turns the hell around, I'm going to fire another one through the gate.
Okay. Remember that, because I might not. Next, you see shuffling going around, heading around on top of the small tower, as the catapult begins to wind up, and 1d5, and it flings a black orb into the air above this crater, as it doesn't seem to be too accurate. And a blue and white parachute opens up as you see a a bomb slowly floating down. It's not at there yet, but it is floating down at the moment.
Hmm.
And the Koopa at the wall yells, they're staying out of the blast radius." Ah, and what is this thing's range? Okay, as he will start to throw 2 hammers at probably the bomb that's about to blow up. As he sees, they have a bomb. It's gonna blow the walls. So that will be a light hammer using its long range, which means disadvantage. So, attack.
Miss, miss, miss.
Even with disadvantage, that is an 18 to hit
God
Oh
damn.
god.
for 5 bludgeoning damage. I
Oh
assume it
god.
hits.
It, yeah.
And a second attack for a 7 to hit.
No.
Okay.
It's a damn hammer, bro. No.
Yep. And that is its go. Risk Finn, your turn.
Okay. So, Caden piped to blow. We got somebody ready with the bolt. Okay, I'm just gonna do a quick measurement. Okay, Finn is first going to. Oh, Finn is first gonna move over here a bit, and then
But also, I
he's
should
going.
probably specify you don't really know how long the chain is. The white circle is just for like out of game knowledge. Don't. Yeah.
There's no white
Well,
circle.
Oh, good.
yeah, Finn was just kind of staying beyond this point because that seems to be the maximum point.
Fair.
Yeah. So, anyways, he's going to use Chill Touch on the Hammer Bro.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
A 7 does not hit.
Ugh.
Oh.
Okay.
As
That's my turn then.
that was your turn. Okay. Next, it is the Chain Chomp's turn. It gets disinterested in the food on the other side of the gate. Begins to turn around after noticing that things are happening behind it, and it does begin to charge forward to the only things it can see in front of it. You 3.
Okay, as a reaction, I'm going to fire another uh food plus bolt past it.
Okay. I'll say it is easy enough to do so. Well, actually, no, because the Chain Chomp is in front of the gate now. So give me an attack roll, then an animal handling check. Attack roll with your crossbow.
Yeah.
Yep. $18. You easily aim for the gap between the Chain Chomp and the gate, and you fire it right past.
And then animal handling
Yep.
is
Handling
ha.
8. Also, I should probably Just use one ration since like you fired a small bit last time, small bit this time. Just use one ration. The
Okay.
change.
No, yeah, I was going to minus my rations.
Yeah,
I hadn't
just
done
making.
that yet.
Yep, just making sure. Yep. With an 8, the change recognizing what you're doing for the sense that you just did it, recognizes that's going beyond where it can reach, and it ignores it and begins charging forward once more, biting
Dang it!
wildly at the air as the chain behind it strains once more, and the wood of its post creaks. You go right in front of you. Just and that is its action, its turn. Caden, your turn. There is a chain chomp in front of you.
Eh. Yee.
I mean, it's real close. You could blow it up.
But wasn't that the defeats the purpose of what we're trying to do?
I mean, it's gonna kill us.
Eh. Well, so yeah, he's gonna try to at least go over here. Well, that's probably the worst idea, but gonna go over here. And yeah, he's gonna go boom.
Go there and boom. Okay. So
Yeah.
that will be
Yeah, isn't it?
put your explosion in chat and I'll do the saving throw.
Okay. Where's my eh. Bless you. Here's my thing to go boom.
You should just need to click on the icon.
Okay, there we go. No, it's just
There we go. And you don't need a template because just around you. So that's dexterity saving throw. That is it's DC 13. That is a failure.
oh no.
That means it takes the damage.
Okay, so
9.
yeah, he's not.
You huh?
Well, at least he's not actually knocked out, but just
Actually, let me check something really quick because I don't remember. Oh. Oh yeah, that's why. Okay. So you explode in a fiery ball of pink right next to the chain chomp as it doesn't even try to dodge out the way, and its side it gets caught in the fiery blast. But there is bare there's barely a scratch made on this thing. It's made of solid metal. You heard it. It's just gonna take a lot of punishment to deal with the actual chain chomp.
oh,
You and that was technically just uh actually, how did I word this again? Yeah,
But
you can release it as a free action, so you still technically get your full action and bonus action if you'd want to attack it. Or like, does
There's
rogue
not much
get?
you can really do besides literally use a little tiny sword and just go tink.
Well, you're level 2 rogue. You get cunning action.
I know.
Just
So
yeah.
you know what? He's gonna get the fuck. Like, okay, he's going to just get like more out just because he's pissed it off. At least after doing short sword. Eh. Oh,
Oh, a short sword. Yep, that that is a 23 to hit. That hits. Actually,
okay,
does it? It does.
okay. And cunning action. He's going to just run. So, because he's probably pissed off the big giant round dog.
Okay, so you disengage,
Yep. Big
meaning
nope.
hmm? Oh, big nope. Yep.
Yeah,
At
big
the
nope.
short, yeah, you explode and quickly do a little slash with your short sword as it seems resistant to the slashing from the blade as you disengage before it has a chance to respond and get out of its threatened area. As you can tell now, it is resistant to slashing damage.
Yeah. As I said, tink.
Ink.
Yep. Very much a tink. Kubai, your turn.
Finn, you can hit it with something other than like regular weapon damage, right?
Yeah,
You want advantage on that?
sure.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on the Chain Chomp.
On the chain chomp.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake, why?
A 7 that doesn't.
I'm throwing my D20 in the
Uh,
garbage. Can I have a new one, please?
sure.
Fuck
You
this
you
thing.
have you have a new one.
Yay! Don't let me down, you piece of shit. Thank you. God damn it!
But yeah,
This
7
this this, this
does
is why I
not
like
hit. Well,
Eldritch Bolt.
it does hit, but it just gets absorbed from its metallic body and doesn't do anything. It just uh it just toughs it out and shakes the damage off, and somehow the effect too. Yeah. The Hammer Bros go. This the bomb that was slowly floating down reaches the ground and it immediately explodes, throwing rocks out of the crater and further damaging the area, making it just ever so slightly deeper. As another one is launched. And you see it fly over here this time.
What's the range on their explosions again?
their explosions are just the craters. If you're in
Okay.
the crater, when a baba goes off,
Okay.
you will take
Gotcha.
damage. Yeah.
Okay.
And the hammer bro atop says they're staying out of the blast, out of the craters. We really need to get this thing's accuracy fixed. As he actually begins, he he will actually dash over here into this pipe, and you see in the center of the battlefield around here a green pipe emerge from the ground, and out pops the hammer bro that just went into the one you can see atop up the gatehouse wall. And
He's gonna be dinner.
the green pipe goes back into the ground as he runs over beneath this tree. And that is his turn because he uses action to dash. And these
Okay.
guys 15, 15, yeah. These guys will abandon the catapults, seeing that you're staying out of the explosion radiuses, and yeah,
Oop, did not mean to click that yet, but oh well.
yeah. Finn's turn.
All right. So, if I attack that, will it still be with advantage?
No,
It will
because
not.
guiding bolt didn't actually go off.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to attack that guy then.
Yep. Okay. 18. Why do I keep closing the sheets? That hits for 4 damage.
Yep. Just going to imagine a floating skeletal hand appears and just slaps the guy across the beak.
Ow! Why is that so cold?
That is the chill of death! The hands of the great and mighty Finn!
Death hurts.
Good! That's the point!
Ah!
Let's see, I think that might be my turn. Do I have any bonus actions? I do have one, but I only want to waste it too early. Nah, I guess that's it.
Okay. It is the chain shop. I'm going to actually one of you roll me the 1d2 on a 1.
1d2?
Yep, 1d2 on a 1. It'll look a 2. It actually sees the hammer bro emerge from the ground. It is hungry. You see it turn around.
Oh, he didn't run far enough. No, he didn't.
And
Bork,
it will
bork.
attack for an unnatural 20.
An unnatural
Oh.
20.
And the hammer bro must make a, excuse me, it will do a strength saving throw, which it will succeed on, actually. As the hammer bro takes 12 damage. Takes a bunch of damage, but it just barely dodges. It just barely pushes itself out the way from the chain chomp's piercing metal teeth, and barely keeps itself from being swallowed whole.
Bork, bork.
Caden, your turn.
Uh, yeah, it's like, eh. Aiden's at a point. It's like, what the heck? That's horrifying. He's gonna have nightmares.
Yep, it is very big too. This
Hmm.
nom nom. Big nom.
Okay, so with I guess the half view, a partial view, would he still be able to just fire his crossbow at Hammer Bro?
Yes,
Okay, so you know what? That's what Caden is going to
and there
do.
won't be really any penalty because you can just technically like go off the map, kinda, but like, yeah, no penalty. You can move around to see it, and you can just
Right.
see it. Yeah. Short bow. A 12 that does not hit. The chainsaw op biting the hammer bro actually gets in the way as her arrow plinks off of it
Well,
before it can hit.
never mind. I
That
was
was action.
hoping. Yeah, so he's like, yeah, no. Still stay the fuck away.
Okay. Kuba, your turn.
Okay. How far are the guys up on the?
The walls is about 20 feet high, but we just go with for distance wise, we just go with whatever distance is longer, the height or the length. So they're 55 feet.
Okay. I'm a Eldritch Blast, the one that's in front of the other one. They're because clearly they're heading to the green pipe.
Yep. I'll just blast. 8
Disappointment.
does not hit. I'm sorry.
Son of a bitch.
I know what you were doing, and I wanted it to happen, but
I want to knock the guy out the fucking wall, man.
that would have been so fun. Yeah. Okay. So that was your action. You still have a movement and bonus action if you would like to take it.
I don't have any bonus actions. Well, yeah, no, I don't have any bonus actions. Yeah, I don't.
Okay. So that's your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Hammer Bros, go. The bomb that blows up. Same thing happens. Rocks fly. Not everyone dies. And crater gets a little deeper. And no new bomb is launched from the catapult. As these guys, the 15 and another 15, so he he just gets out. Oh, and he actually has 10 more movement, so he's just gonna move like here. And
Bork, bork. Yeah, keep standing there. Keep standing there.
I already said he moved the air, so I'm not gonna take it back. So all of them are out of. Man, 20 feet is not a lot. So
I mean, he could attack the chain chomp.
he's not. Why would he do that? And it's
I
on
mean,
his side.
well, it is
Supposed to be.
chewing on his friend. Well, his leader.
It's supposed to be on his side at least. He will just move over here, provoking a
Chomp of opportunity.
yep, a chomp of opportunity for that hits. be that much damage. And saving throw. Natural 1. Okay, what does this do? The Hammer Bro. Caden, you're really the only one that sees this because and Kubai and Finn are blocked by the giant metal ball. Caden, you see the Hammer Bro tries to run away a little bit and get out of range where the chain chomp can move. And in one swift bite, there is no more Hammer Bro.
Oh!
Katie's gonna have nightmares for
And
that.
you just hear screaming from behind essentially a metal wall of teeth.
Ouch! That is going to ruin his weekend.
This weekend, I'm gonna be having nightmares of this.
Okay, we've got some red coins. I'll pay for your therapy.
Let's just put that icon on him, yeah. As the other two who will just throw hammers at Finn and Kubai, respectively. At disadvantage because they're technically out of range.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 1 for Finn, a 12.
Miss.
And an 11.
That'll miss.
And for Kubai, that's a 12.
Oh, sorry.
And a 13.
Yeah, both of those miss. I seem to recall my AC is ridiculous. Yeah, it's 17.
Just a hail of hammers fly past you as they're not accurate. They're just hammers. They just sound effects. Okay. That's what they do. And Finn.
After the hammers just fly past, Finn is just going to look at where they landed behind him, look to the Hammer Bro who threw it, and yell, "You want me to fail?" And
17 for 2 damage. Which one?
this one here.
That one. Yep. That will hit.
Basically, it's like just a light slap on the beak.
He just you don't have to rub it in as he's reaching for more hammers.
Suffer, you hammer-loving fool!
Hammers are cool.
Not as cool as magic.
Yeah. And I assume that's your turn.
I'm also gonna have Finn move 5, 10, 15 over here.
Okay. Big chain chomp.
Yep.
Is it on its turn or? Well, I mean, it'll have an attack, so you just hear a crunch, and the screaming from inside of the chain chomp stops.
Oh.
I mean, if you look at Tarask rules for a swallowed enemy, it can on its next turn it doesn't have to do anything because it's already swallowed the object, so it can unless you want to intentionally do more damage.
Oh yeah, no. If I'll because you're probably not going to go in its range, I'll just read it out. A creature hit by this attack that must succeed on a DC 17 Dexterity or Strength saving throw or be grappled. The grapple creature automatically takes 1d12 plus 4 slashing damage at the beginning of the chain chomp's turn. A creature can make another saving throw to get out of the grapple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll 1d5 because it's still stupid. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. You see the chain chomp turn around once more to this.
Oh my god, what freaking sadist designed this freaking setup? Koopa's just being mean to Koopas right now.
You did not treat your pet very well. It has come back to bite you literally.
You should feed your chain chomp better.
You see it bite another hammer bro and swallow it whole as well.
What was that about therapy?
Well, I got 2 red coins, so that should cover at least a couple sessions.
Yep. And you get the idea that the goal of this was to guard against full frontal assaults and not people with range attacks.
They were probably like, oh, those Goombas, they'll attack with spears and knives. Yeah.
Correct. Also, DM forgot to put craters in the open areas to make sure you couldn't just blast stuff.
Whoops.
Yeah, it's fine. This is fun. As long as y'all are having fun, I'm having fun. That was its turn.
It's such a cool. It's such a like Bowser fucking thing to do, to just set up something where his own troops get devoured by a damn chain chomp.
Yeah, let's go with that. Cade, your turn. You heard a crunch and then saw another hammer bro get eaten.
Num num. I mean, at least we don't have to fight them anymore. And the chain chomp's getting fed. It all works out.
But shouldn't we be able to try to get past the chain chomp?
Well, we don't know what its precise range is, but I bet it could probably touch either wall.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if chain chomps actually get full.
That's what I'm worried about.
But if it's able to bend those bars, I mean, we could just sit here and poke at it with spells until it you know, it's finished off.
Theoretically.
Theoretically, it might take a while, but we'll get through it eventually. Or alternatively, we can throw a bunch of rations at the wall and see if it can break down the walls.
Yeah, that's also true.
Because it can actually reach the walls.
Though, my question is, what happens after we finish all our rations?
Well, I got a bunch.
I mean, it can only go for so much.
But when we run out of rations and if the walls have fallen down, we make a run for it. If the walls aren't down by the time we run out of rations, we pick it apart anyway.
Yeah.
How
I guess.
picking it apart before we waste all our rations?
I mean, that's actually my opinion currently, but
Unless we can climb the walls.
Well, he did bend the bars, so we might be able to squeeze through where he bent the bars.
True, but I just meant climb the walls just to kind of get out of range of...
You really want to try and run past the chain chomp?
I mean, Kaden's just pointing out to the walls, like, right here. Like, along the walls here-ish.
I don't think we can climb those. I mean, they're pretty steep, and I don't have any climbing equipment. Also, I'm not the world's most athletic person, as you might have noticed earlier.
Anything. I'm worse.
We can probably agree that getting this thing out of our way one way or the other is probably in our best interest.
Yeah.
So how about we take care of the Hammer Bros and then we focus on this thing?
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. It's just gonna get over here so he can at least shoot at the other Hammer Bro over there.
$18 hits.
Very nice.
Okay.
For
Nice.
7
It might slow him. It might slow him down for a second. And just give him more nightmares.
damage. Yeah. And that's it.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
about it for
Koopa, your
now.
turn.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my theory. If he's going for whatever's closest first, I'm gonna move him closer. So I'm going to see if I can Eldritch Blast him and move him closer to, like, see if I can push him closer to the other one that's trying to get out of range.
And it's not a saving throw, it just happens.
Yeah, it does. That's why we like it. So it may have what's, I don't know where it is. Is it effects?
Features.
Features?
Yep.
It
You hit a
may
creature with Eldritch Blast, you can push the feature up to 10 feet away from you in a single line. That's the only text.
Okay. Because there is limits on it in Baldur's Gate 3. If it's a certain size, it can't be moved. I'm not sure how big it has to be, but it has to be if it's over a certain size.
Repelling Blast. I'll look on. No, it's just when you hit a creature.
All right, well, let's see if I can hit it.
Size. There's no size limit.
Boom!
12 does not hit.
Son of a no. Oh well.
Yep.
5 foot.
Yep. It is now the Hammer Bros' turn. One is dead. One is eaten alive. Let's see if it gets out. It doesn't. The other one runs for its life. Why didn't we come down here? The pipe was a terrible idea. As he just sprints away.
Idea.
Obvious.
As he just sprints away. He doesn't even fight anymore. But he is sprinting towards the bridge.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if he heads to the Warble Fortress and tells us that there's people on the way, that's not gonna be so good for us.
Finn, your turn.
Okay.
Get him, Finn!
Okay. Let's see. Finn is going to use command on the Hammer Bro. Make him, let's see, give the approach command.
Approach?
Yeah, to make it come back towards him.
And that'll be on its next turn. Okay.
Yeah. Did it fail?
Nope. I mean, yep, it failed. It failed.
Oh, good.
You can see what does Finn's command spell look like?
Let's see. I was honestly just thinking he points one finger towards the fleeing Hammer Bro, and in a magically amplified voice shouts, "Approach!"
The Hammer Bro stops running and spins around and begins walking towards you. But it'll use its movement on its turn.
Okay.
And that is your action, the bonus action, movement. Okay. Chain Chomp. Let's see. that up. Put that. Damage. You hear another crunch. That's it, and then you actually gonna give it a roll. Yeah, that's enough. The chain chomp will start biting the post.
Oh, for fuck's sake! No! No! Why did it decide to become smarter?
It doesn't seem to be able to get a good chomp on it yet.
Yet.
As you see it sink its teeth into it. Wait. That's the wrong notes.
Oh god.
Yeah, no, it hits.
Oh god.
It hits for that much damage. As you see, it just bites the top half of the post clean off.
Great. Chain
But
chomps
it's
that can
still
set themselves free.
It's still the post is still there, and the chain is still on the post.
What's the point of having a post if it's going to destroy it?
You don't know. Your turn.
Oh god. Okay. The little giant green blobs are the trees, right?
Yeah. They're trees. You
And
can
so-
go under them, but like you'll be technically over them, but yeah.
How tall are the trees?
10 feet until the leaves start happening, then like 20 feet to the top. They're tree sized.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I'm just thinking of Kaden. It's like, nope. You, in considering his arms and everything about him, it's gonna be a roundabout way of saying he's gonna use a short bow to tie it and a rope, latch himself into the tree, and just try to get into the tree before that Chompy just gets free. So he's already out of range for
So
a
you're
second.
tying a rope to an arrow, shooting it hit at the top of the tree, and using the rope to climb the tree.
Yes.
There's also a tree right here, if you'd prefer
Yeah,
a closer
but
one.
it's like closer to the wall.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, that'll be your action to fire it, and then you can use your bonus action to dash, and climbing is just technically movement. So yeah, give me an athletics check with advantage, because that's
Yay.
what rope does.
Okay.
Because like shooting an arrow with rope, that should work. 11. I mean, climbing isn't really that hard. You only but with an 11, you only get like halfway up the tree.
And for now, that's gonna work until that dude over here gets close enough and that extra big teethy just goes chomp.
Yeah.
Or something goes chomp, yes.
Yep. I
Okay.
changed. Goodbye.
Give me a second here.
It's just big nope, nope, nope. Extra nopes.
What speed did I give it?
Okay, I'm gonna use this Thunderbolt item. I can't remember if it's like a mushroom or something else.
It's a consumable, yeah. with yeah, it's
To hit the chain
19
chomp.
hit. The chain chomp that hits.
Oh,
for
come
4
on.
damage.
Ugh.
As it hits and sends a shockwave throughout the chain chomp's metallic body, and you actually see it get electrified a little bit. It doesn't seem to like lightning.
Like, do I have another lightning spell? I don't think I do. Oh, I do, actually. I got one more spell slot.
But that was your action for this turn.
Yep. It don't like lightning!
Yep. It is now... No, do not end the combat. The Hammer Bros' turn. The only alive one goes in front of Finn. Let me read the rest of command. Ending his turn, if it moves within 5 feet of you. It ends its turn right in front of you, Finn. And then it realizes what it's done and just begins staring at the chain chomp. Your turn. Longsword. 15. That hits.
All right.
Get
5
over
damage.
here.
Also, let's see. Channel Divinity, Touch of Death. I'm going to use my Channel Divinity to do an, let's see, 5 plus twice as clear. So, to do 9 necrotic damage.
Ooh.
Well, I guess it's, yeah, there.
Nice. That really hurt as you slash up, cutting through his shell. The wound immediately turns black and decays a little bit.
Gross.
Yes.
You've
As
just been finned.
I assume that's your full turn.
Yep.
Okay. Big chain chomp. It chomps. Oh wait, I forgot it had multi-attack.
Oh.
It chomps the post for
Hopefully it can
enough
only use
damage to...
multi-attack once.
Huh?
I said hopefully it can only use its multi-attack once. Probably not.
It bites at the post as it gouges out the part of the part of the earth beneath it, and it swallows. Now its chain is now inside its own mouth, having swallowed the wood and like 10 feet of 10-foot wide crater of dirt. It charges towards, using all of its movement to charge towards the Hammer Bro, ignoring the rest of you and biting a second time out of fury and anger at what you assume to be its mistreaters, for it to hit. The its sharp metallic teeth clamp down on the Hammer Bro. It's barely alive as need to have it roll the saving throw, which it barely succeeds. You see the chain chomp bite down on its arm, and, and when it pulls away, there's just a clean cut and no more arm.
Chomp.
Caden, your turn.
Yeah, he's going to continue climbing. It's like, nope, 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 nope.
I'll need another athletics check with advantage because you still have the rope.
Yeah, get up that tree.
You make it to the very top of the tree. You're now above the chain chomp.
Okay.
And that was just your movement, I'll say. So you can have an action, bonus action if you
I was
want.
going to probably do the same and try to latch onto this tree over the next one. Mostly just trying to get himself a little closer over here and just kind of uses it just to just kind of move along the rope kind of thing. You know what I mean?
So you get like tightrope it.
Yeah.
Huh. Give
Well,
me.
not exactly walk on the rope, but just kind of go
Shimmy?
across.
Shimmy along underneath it?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is all
So
very funny because you don't have arms, so it just be like...
You can loop it with his little wind up thing. Or legs.
I love that. Sure, that's what happens.
Yeah.
And you fire it, it's easy enough to hit the tree. So make an acrobatics check. And this will be your turn to do it.
Okay. Normal?
Yep.
Okay.
18. You make it to the top of the other tree, slowly shimmying across a tightrope, a makeshift tightrope from one tree to another. Kuba, you just see above this above this chain chomp, an arrow fly from one tree to another. You pulled taut a little bit, and then a tiny pink ball just slowly roll across.
Well, it's an idea. He has like no interest in I don't want to deal with giant metal ball with teeth. Would probably
As
avoid for his stomach.
as it is your turn, Kubai.
Okay. Since the chain chomp is now off its goddamn leash, and I can see the pink ball going across to the tree, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna book it. I'm gonna see if I can get through those bent things, and I'm gonna frickin' try and run my ass over here and get through the bent bars if I can.
Where were you? You were here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you dash, you can get there, which
Yeah.
means use your action. Yeah.
I presumed I was gonna use my action to do this because I want to get through those bars and as far as I can.
When you get to the bars, even though they're bent, they're still too close together where you can't get through. They're bent they're bent forward, not outwards. So you can't quite fit through.
Okay. Why don't I have Misty Step? Where's my Misty Step? Damn it. Wait, do I have Misty Step?
I think Misty Step's the second level.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Well, that's not gonna help me any. Action, action, reaction. Crap. Crowbar? Do I have a crowbar?
Not sure.
I got a shovel. That's not very
Yeah, you have a
useful.
crowbar.
But do I have a crowbar? Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get out my crowbar because obviously I can't use it yet.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Okay, that's your turn.
I'm gonna die.
Hammer Bro. It's lost an arm. It has 1 hit point. I'm just gonna say it. It has 1 hit point. Lost an arm. It's not even gonna disengage. It's just gonna run and pray.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, it's disengaging because that's the movement, right? Or
No, no. It's dashing. It's not disengaging. It's too scared. Natural 20.
No, it's a Neo fucking trooper. Goddamn.
No, natural 20 for the opportunity attack of the chain jump.
Dinner.
There is no more Koopas.
You're gonna
No.
die.
At that, the chain chomp will swiftly look at all 3 of you, look at the post, and look at where, then it'll look at the catapult where the Koopas were originally, and you can see behind its almost mindless eyes, it is just in bliss. It is so happy at what is happening right now, and we are going to get out of initiative as the chain chomp bounds around. It jumps around the field, just dashing and barking happily, but before charging through the gatehouse over Kubai, crumbling it entirety into a large mound of rubble before jumping back over and stopping. Then it frowns and looks in distress as it begins rolling around. Its its mouth silently opens as it kind of lurches forward,
Aw.
and it frantically looks around until Kubai, you're the closest one to it, and I'm sorry, but you're in the splash zone
Oh no.
as you are covered with smelly, chewed up Koopa and dirt just spewed out
Oh.
Aw.
as it just vomits. And then it grows smaller and smaller. And it just continues to grow smaller. Where?
It just threw up all over me.
Until
Oh, we might have to save one of those red coins for my therapy.
until it's about the size of Caden. And
I don't know how to go.
you open your vomit covered eyes, Kubai,
Ugh.
and in your hands is a small silver star. And
Hey!
pristine. It is pristine. It is humming with power, and there's no sense of dirt or anything on it.
Oh, it's clean, but I'm not.
Yep.
Aww.
We are disgustingly victorious.
And the gate is now completely rubble. You don't think
What?
you can climb it?
Well, I guess we might be using that cannon after all.
I suppose. I want a bath. Oh.
Yeah, Kubai, you stink.
Uh, it seems that this one is now small and adorable now.
It barks at you and goes to nibble your leg, but it doesn't hurt actually. It's playful. It's just
Aww.
it's annoying.
Finn is-
Yes.
Finn
Kane's
is gonna-
going to just use the rope to just get down from the tree and just kind of cautiously approach, since it's literally the same size.
I will give
No.
it. I will give it a whole ration, and
Finn is just gonna pat it.
there you go, buddy.
It devours the entire ration in a single bite,
Yeah, it does. I'm.
paper and all.
That's a good puppy. I mean,
And
I
Finn.
stink, but I got the star.
Yep. And Finn, when you go to pat it, it rolls upside down and exposes what is probably its belly. It's more like its chin. It's a ball.
Well,
But it's upside down and barking.
Ours now.
Kane's just gonna look at it, and I was like, I don't know how to feel about this.
Puppy. That's how you feel about it. Yeah, I'm down to 8
The mighty
rations.
Finn may not be cut out for fatherhood, but owning a pet is well within his qualifications.
Wait, what? We're considering this as our pet now?
I mean, it could
Yes.
be.
It is ours. I
But
will love it.
I had Mr. Squeakers.
Hold on. It could be.
I
It
have
could
my
be.
mouse.
Don't let the mouse near it then.
Yay! Chain jump.
Besides, any good pet owner will teach their pet discipline so that it knows what not to do.
I don't know.
Yes,
That sounds like fatherhood to me. Who wants to go power up a cannon?
Do not ruin this experience by comparing it to parenthood.
So the three of you begin walking back to the cannon. To the cannon, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a water source.
As you walk down the path, the chain hump begins just wandering.
Wandering.
It's a happy.
So
Yeah.
Finn's gonna see if he can convince it to go with them.
Give me an animal handling check.
Gonna use guidance on myself. Come on, Papa needs an attack dog.
12.
So you need to roll your. Oh.
13.
13. It stops to look at you. And it barks. It likes you. It lets you it pet it and stuff. But if you continue to walk away, it just wanders around, not really following you, not really leaving.
This is not.
This is not what.
Finn's just going to go back to the drawing board and see if he can figure out a way to make it follow him later.
Kaden is just going to tie a pizza ration, go find a stick, get a pizza ration, and then tie a string. So basically make it a little fishing. Yeah. And then
You're
just
like,
holds it.
this is how we handle pets. Jeez.
And just kind of like dangle it to see if it'll actually catch his attention.
Give me a dexterity check.
Oh god.
Ability check, okay.
Oh,
Natural 20.
nice.
Yay!
Perfect. Because as you pull out the ration, it immediately goes to bite it. But you take it out and you swiftly tie it to the rope, it trying to bite the ration in the entire time before finally tying the rope to another stick to dangle it above its head, where it can't quite jump at it, pulling it up like a pinata every so often. And the chain chomp follows the food.
So, so what are we gonna do with the chain chomp? Or are we just gonna go with it following us?
I guess for now.
I
Okay.
go.
Who wouldn't want their own little chain chomp following them around to bite their enemies?
Well, this is still clearly like a wild animal that was just chained to a thing.
Yeah,
There's not.
but it likes
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. You could try to tame it throughout time, but yeah, for now
Yeah.
you have a chain chomp following you.
Mhm.
A small one, but yeah.
I shall name it Chompy.
Okay. So yeah, so as they can, I guess, start heading back, and it's just gonna keep holding that stick.
And with a natural 20, I won't make you roll a dexterity check every little bit to, to keep the food away from it. You can just do it.
Well, I guess because of the fact that one, Caden has a mouse. Two, Caden knows the motivation of food.
That's so true.
Especially cheese.
He knows the motivation of food a little too well.
Yeah.
Aww.
What?
So
Caden's food motivated too.
I mean, I'm food motivated, so I get it.
And boop.
Yay, friend! Unfortunately, I need to get going because I am starting to derp out.
Yeah, it's a good time, I guess.
Yeah.
For
We can
yeah.
end here. Yep.
let's
Okay.
just go back to bed for an hour.
Yeah.
That sounds like an
Well-
excellent idea.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
fought off some bombs. You got a small army. You found a red coin in a pit, and you fought a chain chomp before watching it eat 3 hammer bros. And now you have
Yeah.
a friend that
Yay,
just ate
friend!
people.
Yeah. Oh, geez. You know, at the rate that that village is getting filled up with people we send to it, it's starting to look like the, beginnings of a rebel group or something.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, there's a lot of people there now.
Yeah. Add to it all these fortresses that they could probably make use of after we clear them out, and
Well, you do know that the ancient fortress has been there for a while.
yeah.
Yeah, so it would have been populated if there were people around. The town is, at least the buildings, they look relatively new, like with
Yeah.
a past few years. So yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they've got toads, they've got, I think a few Koopas there, a whole bunch of Goombas, and now a whole bunch of Bob-ombs.
Yep. There's mostly toads and goombas. There's like a couple Koopas, a few shy guys,
So yeah,
and
look at
yeah.
like a gruff underdog resistance there.
Yep. As you begin to walk back, your new companion in tow, and a pristine silver power star held by a very not pristine Kubai. Yeah. And that is where we'll end it.
Yay.
Yay!
Hey.
Yay.
Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you later.
Yay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Night.
Okay, that's that for tonight. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed. I really love doing the Super Mario RPG D&D nonsense. It's super fun. We hope you guys enjoy too. I'm going to head off and go to bed because I'm tired. Like, ever since we got sick, I've just been heckin' exhausted, so I don't want to push too hard. I want to get better, and because of that, I'm gonna go to hecking bed. So, we will see you guys tomorrow. We will be here tomorrow morning to play some more games and hang out and have fun. So, we hope you guys can join us for that. You guys take care of yourselves, and I will see who's online. We'll send you guys on off to enjoy some more content elsewhere. Oh, I know where we're gonna go. We're gonna go head over to RNG Strategist playing some Dwarf Fortress. It's super fun to watch this guy play. He's been playing this game forever, and he makes the most remarkable things with this game that just shock the hell out of me that I have no idea how he does it. So yeah, we're gonna head on over there. You guys take care of yourselves, and y'all have a good night. Bye now.